I'm gonna say an absolute dog. Somebody who's willing to do whatever it takes, to win games. I feel like I'm a very selfless player, and I always put the team first. No, sir, I haven't. Man, it's such a blessing, just being out here. I grew up watching the combine every year, so just to be out here and just walk around and see the logo everywhere is crazy.
Elijah, coming off a big Senior Bowl, are you planning to test here at the combine? And if so, what are you planning to do?
I'm gonna wait till pro day. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm doing good. Yes, sir. Body's feeling good. I'm just trying to take care of my body. I don't even know, honestly. I'm just going with the flow this week. Yes, sir. So I played 1 year of football down in South Florida in Miami, and then I moved over to Mexico. I played there for 6 years. I feel like the sport of football in Mexico grew a lot throughout, my years out there. And it was cool. I mean, I learned the game in Spanish first, which was pretty cool. And then I came back over and I realized, how similar things were. I mean, it's still the same sport, still football. Coming over, moving from Mexico to Texas, the guys were a little bigger. More guys my size and, just bigger than I was. I was used to, being the biggest guy in Mexico. But, a lot of that, it was just similar. It was still football.
You can play pretty much anywhere. You play in the alley, H-back, line up inside, outside. Where do you feel most comfortable when you're out there?
Wherever I'm getting the ball.
In terms of your medicals, what are those conversations been like with teams? Have you met with the Chiefs yet?
I met with them at the Senior Bowl, yes, sir. They just asked for my medical history. Nothing too crazy. But I feel like the injuries that I've had has molded me into the man I am today. Just that adversity I had to face, all the rehab, all the, days there where I didn't feel like doing it. I went in and I thought, how's the future you going to think? So, I went in and did it, and I'm here now.
Can you tell us about Cam what's it like playing with him, and maybe what the most impressive thing you did that you witnessed?
He's the ultimate guy, ultimate teammate. Everybody sees, what he does on the field and his confidence and everything. But the biggest thing I would say is, just the type of leader he is. From day one, he brought the team in like this. And, he's not afraid to hold people accountable. He wants to win, and, he holds the team to a certain standard, and he doesn't care how he's going to get his point across.
So the fact that he was able to come in so quickly and establish himself, is that a good impression?
Oh, of course. Yes, sir. I can do it all. I'm really just a big receiver when it comes to the pass game. I'm fast, I'm quick, I can move. And then also in the run game, I can throw my head around too. I like to get physical, get dirty in the trenches. Cam McCormick, that's my guy. Really just staying persistent. He's had a lot of injuries throughout his career as well, having his long career. That's Unc right there. But yes, sir. I learned a lot as far as, just staying persistent, keeping the main thing. When he first came in, he told me, any extra work you ever want to get in, anytime you watching film, just let me know. And we became really close.
Who are your favorite NFL tight ends? And are there some that you maybe model your game after or borrow different things from to develop your game?
Yes, sir. I would say I like to borrow a lot of different things from a lot of different people, but my main guys are the Miami guys. Those are the main guys that I watch. Jimmy Graham, Greg Olsen, Jeremy Shockey, David Njoku, even Kellen Winslow. There's a lot of Miami greats that I was able to take after. Man, he's an athletic freak, first of all. Really, I would say, just his ability to run after catch and just make those tough catches.
What's happened on Elijah? If Cam were to get that call on draft weekend, UDFA, whatever it is, and you know his backstory, what would that mean to you?
Man, it would mean the world to me. I mean, just the type of person he is. He's very selfless. He deserves the world. So, when he does get that call, I'm gonna be very excited for him, and we're gonna be able to take it all in. I feel like I learned how to be mentally tough. I went through a lot of adversity with the injuries and everything. But just, keeping my head down, being able to stay persistent. I taught myself, you can kind of, train yourself how to think. And I thought, when I wake up every day, some days you don't feel like getting out of bed. Some days you don't feel like attacking the workouts, attacking the rehab. But you got to think, future you is not going to care how you feel right now. And that's what brought me here today.
Elijah, talking about how Cam McCormick came to galvanize Elijah. Was it more of his vocal nature, or was it what he was doing in practices and kind of watching guys?
I would say a little bit of both. Mostly the off the field, his vocal nature. He's just a natural leader. He brings the guys together, like I said, and when he talks, people are gonna listen. Oh yeah, he'll definitely be here in the next couple years. So don't be surprised when you see him out here.
How did he play in high school ball in Texas?
Excuse me.
How did he play in high school ball in Texas?
Well, that's the best high school football in my opinion. I'll give Florida, close number 2. But just being out there, being a part of a team, and they really take football serious out there. So being somewhere where I had teammates who had, common goals too. They wanted to make it to the next level. They wanted to win games. Just building that bond, that brotherhood. It was a lot.
Hey, what were the circumstances that led you to going to Mexico? You said you.
Sorry, say that again.
What were the circumstances, personal, family, that led you to go to Mexico?
Yeah, so I have family on my dad's side that's Mexican, and my dad was working over there at the time. Just a little bruise, nothing too crazy. I mean, if I had to play a game today, obviously I would play, but I'm trying to showcase the best version of Elijah Arroyo, so I'm going to wait till pro day. Not at the combine, no sir.
Did you meet with the Giants?
I mean, it would be great, to just be on the field with another Kane, have somebody to learn from. Yeah, it would just be a great experience.
A lot of guys say you got invited to the combine. So what principles do you take?
Really just, the winning culture we had. I feel like I'm a culture builder. My second year, Cristobal's first year, we only won 5 games. And then we, changed that into being a 10-win team this year. Hopefully the team continues to build. And, I feel like I know what it takes to have to, just help the team improve.
Elijah, after your amazing senior performance, what do you want to see improve?
Really just build the relationships with the coaches as far as, interviews and all that, and just showcase what I can do overall. No, sir, I haven't. We had this argument all the time, so they would definitely, probably start another argument about that.
What's the part of your game you think you're supposed to improve as you head?
I would just say the little things when it comes to the run game, as far as just my hand placement and just footwork.
What play from your career do you think best paints a picture of who you are as a football player?
I would say the play against Virginia Tech where we had an interception. I went and hawked the guy down.
Have you met with the Giants?
No, sir.
Chasing them down, that does say something about
Just my effort, really just the dog mentality that I have, I refuse to lose. I hate losing. That's one thing about me. So, anything to prevent that, I will do. Yes, sir, I have. I mean, going to any team would be, a big blessing. It would be fun. I know Bo Nix can sling the ball a little bit. I actually met him one time when I was on one of my visits at Auburn. Just being able to be a weapon for him, that would be great.
What was that new interactions with the Dolphins? What's your impression of like the Daniel?
I haven't met with them yet. No.
What was your meeting with the Broncos like?
I mean, it was cool. I mean, they have a cool staff. I really like those guys. We went over a lot of, just board work stuff, and, we were watching my film. Nothing too crazy.
Maybe before Miami, you got a chance to meet with the Titans?
No, sir.
Maybe before tight ends in Miami, the production was kind of low. What do you think changed?
I mean, he was able to spread the ball out. I mean, you see he had, 4,000 yards, something crazy. So, just to be able to have the stats that I had, I only had about 30, 35 catches. But, he was able to spread the ball out, so, it helped everybody.
Talk about the growth of the team for the last 2 years, but how's your game developed to help take the offense to the next level?
Yeah, so, I feel like this year we truly had guys who, weren't afraid to be held accountable, and guys who, just truly wanted to win. We had guys who were, just hungry for that. And what was the second question? My bad.
How has your game developed to help take the offense to the next level?
Really, I came into college not really knowing how to block, so I've developed a lot as a blocker. Really, details in my routes as well. I feel like when it comes to the pass game, I'm really like a big receiver out there, so you can't take that for granted.
When people use the name Elijah Arroyo, what do you want them to remember about you?
Really just the type of person I am off the field. I'm a nice, genuine person. It's completely different, once I hit that field. But, I'm just a good guy, yes, sir.
What's the best case you can make for Xavier with
Man, just pull up the film. It's that easy.
From a skill set perspective, what impresses you most about Cam?
Everything. Biggest thing, I would just say how smart he is. His pre-snap reads, his ability to read coverages, and just make plays down the field. Yeah. Excuse me. We didn't really have any negative plays this year. He took care of everything. If there's a play he doesn't like, he's checking it. There's no reason he shouldn't be. You guys see it now. He just got that mentality. He's got the it factor.
Elijah, when you think of the NFL Combine, who's the first player that comes to mind?
I'm going to go Xavier Worthy just because he had the fastest time last year.
Elijah, what part of your game do you have to show teams this week and it's pro day? Cement yourself in that top 3 conversation with the tight end class?
Really just how smooth I am in the route game. I'll say that's the biggest thing.
Do you work with any guys in South Florida? Sports on your route like those any of the trainers?
Yeah, I've been working with Sly Johnson. Yes, sir.
You've gotten a lot of guys right. You've gotten a lot of guys right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's it like to be part of a tight end class that everybody calls one of the best?
Man, it's a blessing. Just looking around, it's a lot of great guys out here. This class is stacked. I feel like this is the best tight end class, the Combine's had in a minute. So just, to be able to be a part of this, and it is great.
Elijah, what's something you're going to miss about Miami?
Man, first of all, my teammates, the weather, and then the food. Top 3.
Elijah, what would it feel like to play against that playoff?
Excuse me?
What would it feel would like to play alongside a player like George Kittle?
Who?
George Kittle.
Oh, man, it'd be great. I mean, just to be able to learn from him, it would be great. You know, I'll just try to take everything I can from him, just be a fly on the wall. Being able to learn from one of the greats be a blessing.
Elijah, what did the rehab process teach you?
It taught me, like I said, how to be mentally strong. I can't really think about, during the injuries, I couldn't think about how I was feeling that day. You just have to think about, how future will appreciate how hard you're working.
He'll be like an all-around guy. What would you see are similarities between your and his day?
What I enjoy watching from him is just how much fun he has when he's out there blocking. He's a playmaker. He goes out there, he can catch the ball, run, he can do it all. But when he dominates in the run game, he's truly enjoying the game of football, and that's something that I like watching from him. Thank you.